Hi, Michael. My name is Chad Swarthout. I'm a senior here. I appreciate what you said a little bit earlier about how you're concerned with, really this corporate welfare system. And what I'm kind of questioning is why it is that you call your film, Capitalism a Love Story, and that you're not actually attacking corporatism, which, in my opinion, is really what the problem is that, extremely wealthy individuals, big businesses have such a heavy-handed government. I mean, we have government officials appointed who were, working for Goldman Sachs, and then,
right.
I'm not even going to say it's probably some, not outside a conspiracy there, but realistically, is a system of private property and a free market, which is capitalism, really a problem? Or is it really the fact that we're giving too much power to government and too much power to those who are working within government, who have a heavy hand within,
sure,
back and forth?
We don't really have a free market. We don't have free enterprise in this country, as much as they say that we do. These people, these wealthy, these corporations, they don't really like competition. They don't like us having a choice. They like monopolies.
Yeah.
Their nirvana is if they were the only car company or the only airline. And it's odd, isn't it, that these people who say they believe so much in our way of life actually believe in a system where they don't want us to have a choice. They admire the old Soviet way. If you only need one car company, if you only need one newspaper, but that is how they think. And I don't know, I don't want to get hung up in the labels. You're right, absolutely right about the corporatism. I would just say that as an economic system, let's say we had corporations that were behaving properly, doing the right thing and all that, we still would have an economic system where you and I wouldn't have a whole lot of say in how the economic system was run. That's why I'm calling for, when I say democracy at the end of the film, I'm talking about I want democratic principles applied to the economy. I want the people to have a say in how things are run. And right now, I guess we should have it with the people we elect.
What do you mean by that?
I think that if the economy was structured in such a way where no one group of individuals could make, I'll give you an example. It used to be that the average CEO of this country made, 20 to 40 times as much as the average employee. It's 550 times the average employee now. If we had a structured economy where nobody was able to make 500 times more than somebody else, I think we'd have a fairer system, and I think the people on the lower rungs would have a better shot at it. Because let's say we reform this corporatism that you're talking about. How does that help the people that are on the lower rungs of the ladder? In fact, that's why I point out in the film that if we had democracy in the workplace, that would even be a better system to have, where you would actually own and run the place where you work, where you would have a say in this. You would be the investor. You would call the shots. And I just don't think we can call it a democracy if it's just because we get to vote every 2 or 4 years. I think we have to have more of a say in this. I think we have to. I think this just has to. As I'm saying this, I'm saying to myself, well, I'm having my inner debate. I elect representatives. Isn't that my say? But I'm so debilitated by expecting my elected representative to do what I've asked him or her to do, and the majority have told them universal health care, public option, and they just go ahead and do this here 20 minutes ago. So I walk out on the stage, I'm like, this isn't working. This democracy, where I get to elect people, isn't working. What's the solution now? I ask you, senior at GWU.
Take away the power of government. They don't work for you. If people are able to...
But the government is supposed to be of, by, and for the people. That's what it says in the document.
That way.
We the people.
That's,
What
but
happened?
You admit that it doesn't work that way.
I know, but but I'm trying to hang on to what little optimism I have left inside of me. And
I have optimism for all of us in here. I just don't have optimism for politicians.
Well, that's what you have to understand. Not to jump in here, but you guys are the future, and I think that's what the point of your film is to get, if you don't think it's working, there's something that you guys can do about it.
But you're at 20 years old. Aren't you just like, what the What the... you've got to really be pissed off at my generation at this point. That we are leaving you with, this sucks so bad. I can't tell you, when I was your age, first of all, did you know that in the generation before you didn't have to go to a bank to get a student loan? Did you know that? There's no such thing. There was a sign on a little door down the hall on the campus that said Financial Aid Office. And people sat in there doling out money. They gave you grants or scholarships or maybe work study. You had to work 10 hours a week in the library. If you needed a loan, they'll give you a 1 or 2% loan from the college. Pay it back when you can. That's the way it was done. Now you guys, you're in hock for 20, 30 years. Or as soon as you get out of college. I've been here on campuses like on opening week where they got the credit card tables all lined up, right? Trying to sign you up for credit cards when you have no jobs, you have no income to back up the credit limit that they're giving you. Why are they doing that? They're doing it because by the time you leave here at 22 years old, you're in debt already, serious debt. And you better get out there and get a job, any job. Not the job you want, not the dream that you had, not the 2 years you wanted to just kind of take off and find yourself. You can't do that now. You got to get out there and manage a Taco Bell. Even though you got a degree in English Lit. It's like, it's just not right. And it kills me to see you. They're putting a noose around your neck from the day you enter college. And that you have to be, if you lived in any other Western democracy, you wouldn't be in this spot. First of all, in France, you would never see a credit card table on any campus. You go to college for free in France and in many European countries, or almost free. If you go to the Sorbonne, it's free. Doesn't matter. You go to a technical college, it's free. You say, well, Mike, it's not really free. It's paid for by tax dollars. Yeah, that's right. They don't mind paying their taxes over there. You ever see any tax riots over there? They have lots of riots, actually, don't they? They're demonstrating all the time. But never over taxes. Even though they're paying more than we do, you'd think they'd be a little pissed. And they're not. They're not pissed because anytime they get sick, they can go to the doctor. They don't have to worry about it. They can go to school for free. When they're working and they got a baby, there's daycare for free or cheap. So they actually see something in return for their taxes. Americans are pissed off paying taxes, mainly because we don't see any results from it. What do we get from it? We can't even get the potholes fixed on the street in front of our house. You can see why people are angry about it. And then we as a society get ripped off because maybe you're the person who's going to find the cure for cancer. Maybe you were going to help build that bullet train from New York to LA that can get us there in 10 hours. Maybe you were going to invent the next internet or the next light bulb, the next great thing. But you had to go to Taco Bell to start working right away to pay off the student loan. I just, for selfish reasons, as a member of this society, I lose out because of the sick system that we've set up when we put you through these 4 years of college.